to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Broncos will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Rutgers offense will get first crack at it here. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this young one, too.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Campbell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first step.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Soften him up with a run, now the throw. Makes the catch, it's Campbell. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can spin him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hines on the move. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Riley. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
On the snap, it's Riley. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David,
Oh, there's an Allen to the left. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. He'll get up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
And we've seen that. We've had sprint sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot.
Trying to beat the DT. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Broncos!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top. The last time they had it, Jesse, they'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball
offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's strong. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They've got a first down here to open the period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Throws it in. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Scarlet Knights will snap it on first and 10. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's stopped. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. First down, 10 yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Marches ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here, this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Midfield, he's got room. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Riley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, you can take it to the house.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Broncos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Nice execution on this defense on 2nd and goal. And try to throw the football, they stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I'll run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Broncos. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Caught on the outside, it's Sheffield. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Just keeps swinging it. Complete to the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. Hits at the 37. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative. So
oh, he found a space on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Down.
He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Bringing it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way, Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. He'll do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down is.
Finds his man. It's Riley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. They got him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without... And he will take it in. Touchdown, Boise State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's better. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room. It's Campbell. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle was made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Scarlet Knights are on the move. Let's go. Wide receiver comes in motion. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks at Sheffield. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Campbell.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Now the play fake. Under fire. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Slams it ahead. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man on the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Yeah, and I like this offense, keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
The Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that are going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That's reeled in. It's done. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offense?
Deep shot for the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Madsen. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And it's picked off in the end zone. No, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. They they've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Weber. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Sheffield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just the beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game.